going to internally be swearing, maybe not on stream, but I could also have a pretty solid run. This game's just kind of gonna do what it's gonna do to me. But I guess we'll get started here. Alright. Collect myself mentally. I've had some coffee. I should be okay. So, we'll get going in 3, 2, 1, go. So, to kind of follow the story here, we have the Toad Menace here, and they're gonna attack my ship and leave 4 of my crew members stranded, with just Bucky to fend for himself. So my mission here is to try and reclaim all my crew members. They are all stranded on 4 different colored planets, and we start with Green Planet here. The speedrun of this game kind of goes in a very specific order, based around the usefulness of each of the characters in the early to mid game. But this is Green Planet. This is the tree, one of the hardest screens in the game. And of course, already I have gotten my first step. Was really hoping for a clean start, but I guess that'll be fine. It is the tree. Also, sometimes your jumps, for some reason, sometimes you can't do a full jump up if you miss a jump. I don't really know what it is about that screen. But getting back to the topic at hand, on this planet resides Blinky, and we get him because we need him to be able to access Blue Planet. And it's very important we get to Blue Planet, because the character there is a huge, huge boss destroyer, and you'll get a good chance to see that in action over the course of this run. Now we have this waterfall section here, and there's a fast way of doing this section, but it involves a heavy risk of dying, so I'm not going to do it. Instead, I'm going to revolve around marathon safe strats. I'm going to just stick here for a little bit, wait for the rocks around me to fall down. Alright, and we're good. This screen's more or less the same every single time. And of course I messed it up, so that's awesome. Okay, yeah, that was, not a good start. Okay. Jesus. Okay, alright, wait, we made it, okay. So, here's the first boss of Green Planet. You can see he's invincible until he crashes into a wall. Unreal. 4 deaths. 4 deaths to start this off is not a good start. So, when I decided to submit this game, I was thinking of giving myself a 40-minute estimate because I was kind of worried what was going to be happening, and yeah. Oh, man. Alright, well, let's hope Blue Planet goes a lot better than that. So here's Blinky, and we selected the right planet. So yeah, you can actually select each of those planets right from the get-go. You just didn't see it at the start because I was mashing start on the last text of that whole intro. And this is why we need Blinky for this planet. You can see he's really necessary to break all these blocks open. And that's his main thing. He also has a powered-up ability that allows him to hover. Uh-oh. Yeah. I totally messed that screen up, but that's fine. This means I lose a few seconds for that. You kind of have to move in a specific manner if you want to optimize this entire whole eel section or whatever. Snake section. Alright, now that we're past that section though, we're coming up to probably one of the most dreaded screens in the entire game. This is pretty much an auto-scroller, but it's very, very difficult. Remember, this is hard mode, so everything here will kill me in one hit. And it's very easy to lose control of this screen. And you also see that jet going right to left there. His entire goal is to shrink this whole platform I'm standing on over the course of this auto-scroller. Oh god! Wow! You can see that just... Okay, I don't know why I was pressing down there. You can see how just missing a single shot will put me in great danger on this screen, and I had a very close call there, and then shortly died right after that. So I'm usually a little bit worried about dying on this screen the first time, because at that point, then I'm kind of at the mercy of RNG, because the toads now spawn in different spots. I'm especially worried about those those toads that spawn on the side, like that, because those bullets will hit me. Okay, I think I made it. Jesus. Okay. And yes, you can jump off that thing, and as long as you're touching the right side of the screen there, you should make it. So everything here is kind of on a bit of cycles. Okay, I'm gonna play the last part of this a little bit safe. Yeah. So sometimes that one on the right side there can maybe not make the get past the wall there. This screen has been giving me trouble in practice. I'm just gonna do this the safe way. I don't know what it is about this screen, but I've just been struggling with it today. Alright, here's the boss. Very mash-centric, so... And over the course of this entire fight, you can see the water slowly rising. And then he's also gonna... After it reaches a certain point, he'll freeze it. And you kind of see, it's kind of a race against time. But with good mashing, you should have no problems killing him. Kind of like that. So that actually went exceedingly better than Green Planet, so I'm kind of relieved. Blue Planet is a very brutal, brutal planet. Alright, so now we have Jenny, and as I said, Jenny is pretty much the go-to for boss fights. Her ability is a very hard-to-control psychic ball of energy, and it does damage per frame. So instead of having to rely on heavy amounts of mashing with Bucky, we now have to rely on good control with that energy ball. So, I'm gonna just focus here. This is a very tough screen. Nice. Okay, yeah. So those jumps are very precise, and not only are they very precise, you have to react almost instantly to the toad coming at you. Because not only can he kill you, but he also shoots a bullet at me this time. So I have to actually jump over that bullet before he has the opportunity to do that. By the way, that section I was just at didn't really matter. That level will kill you even on normal mode, so it's kind of more or less the same exact thing. Okay, did make that cycle. Not sure if I'll make this cycle. Okay, all right, we made it. And that death earlier there in that previous screen, that was an accident, but, you know, I tend to have accidental deaths there. I don't know what it is with me in that particular spot. This screen is very, very brutal as well. Sometimes the toads will react really, really quickly, but I was actually pretty fortunate this screen, so that's a bit of good luck there. So this screen here is going to be our introduction to a death warp. And what we're going to do is, we're going to use Blinky's ability to hover, get hit, die, and have the boulder carry us to the right side of the screen there, push her body there, and it actually warps us forward. And now time to show the raw power of Jenny. Okay, so that was Red Planet, and who's reciting on Red Planet is Deadeye the Duck, and his ability is the ability to actually climb up walls, And this is actually very useful, but not really so much in the early game, so we don't actually really need him too much, but though we do need him for a little bit of this section here coming up. This is a really good screen here. You'll see a lot of me switching between characters, kind of to deal with certain hazards as they come. Very fortunate pattern by that turret. This is also a planet, unfortunately, that does have a death warp. Actually, make that more fortunate because, for the most part, there's this extremely long auto-scroller section in this planet. We get to skip all of that because, for whatever reason, it's made very easy to do this death warp. Pretty much anyone can do that one. Okay, oh, I couldn't get it. That's fine. That's a very tough quick kill to get. And that was Yellow Planet. Not a particularly special planet aside from that one screen, but we get Willy, the nerd, and his ability is a charged up laser, which you're not going to see a whole lot of. It's not very good. However, Willy will eventually see incredible usefulness in the end game. You'll get a good taste of what I'm talking about when we get to that point as well. But no sooner than when we got our crew back together, we are now captured by the Toad Menace, and now we're going to break out of prison. I don't know why they decided it was a good idea to imprison Bucky with Blinky. You know, considering Blinky can break through walls, but, logic, I guess. But our main goal is to get back the rest of our members. Okay, good. This is actually pretty scary screen. Okay, I'm not gonna go for it. I was gonna try to go for a fast cycle there, and that's... In order to get that, you really have to get through those, at least 2 sets of those electrical laser things. Alright, so Jenny fight. I was struggling with this in practice. I'm gonna try to just revolve around some safety here. But you can see she's kind of been hypnotized. I'm gonna try to break her free. Oh my god, that was close. Alright. But yeah, because I kind of woke up only a couple hours ago, I didn't really get the chance to really get the hand warmers in and get the mashing going. Mashing is very, very important if you want to learn this game, like ever. Oh, Jesus. I was hoping to kill a different block there and get into safety, but I guess not. Alright, so because I died, I'm going to get rid of the third round there. That's a little bit slower, but I desired safety over actual fast strats. You kind of have to do that with this game, unfortunately, but... And you can see I kind of made a different turn there. This place is sort of a maze, and proper navigation of it is kind of necessary to get through it. And here's Willy. Disposed of very easily. You can see Jenny really does make these fights a lot easier, especially if you know how to control that thing. Alright. Wow, I'm surprised it didn't fall off there. This screen here is really not too bad. There is a pretty odd spot, though, right here. Okay, good. I've actually wasted as much as like 5 attempts trying to kill that one block, and I kind of need to. Alright, I think I got the safe spot here. This is now the time I get to finally catch up with chat for a little bit. Pretty much the calm before the storm, because once I'm past this mission here, it's pretty much non-stop really difficult screens. But yeah, I'm in a safe spot right now. And yeah, the music in this game is phenomenal. There's one little thing. I think this game was made by the folks that eventually went on to create the ever so well-known company called Treasure. I think before they broke off from Konami, because I'm pretty sure they used to work for Konami. So you can ensure that they would do incredibly good work with this game, if that is true. So yeah, this is a pretty long auto-scroller, and it's really not a very difficult one. Really, the most threatening thing is the toads. And actually, the only real way you should ever die is if you accidentally hold the B button for too long. And I have done that before. It is not good times. Not good times. Like, you're mashing B, and then you realize you held B too long, and then you do this jump. I almost died there. Jesus. Still, even in that easy auto-scroller, you still cannot afford to be missing your bullets like that. Alright, so here's Deadeye. And now that we've broken him free, the level ends. And then it's Cell. And yeah, this is his, that's Willie's charged up laser. I like to do that often because you're not gonna see it really in any place other than one spot in the run. I'll try to make sure to remember to point it out. Alright, so our crew's back together. Now we have to go through what is called the salvage chute. And this screen, I gotta bait that guy or he is gonna chase me down and guaranteed 100% kill me. I think he's only ever failed to kill somebody in a run once. And, okay. So that's very tough what I was trying to do there. So I'm gonna resort to a backup strat and just use Willie and be a lamer. See, Willie is useful, guys. Alright. So now coming up here is a brutal screen, or not. Okay. Well, I still died to the slow pattern. That's a good start. I still got the slow pattern. You can see, well, you probably couldn't see there, but those bugs have a slow and a fast pattern. I don't know exactly what causes it, but if you get the fast pattern, those jumps are very precise. It's not fun times. Also, those bugs are completely indestructible. Okay. This is a pretty rough screen. I'm not sure how I died there. I thought I had the safety of the slime, but I guess not. Uh-oh. Yeah. So getting tagged by a slime pretty much eats my ability to actually jump high. So I'm gonna try to be a little safe here because apparently I'm bad at this screen now. Yeah, and they also slow you down, so that's not good either. Right, this screen can be pretty rough. Nope. I missed him, so I gotta wait a cycle. Oh my god. Here we go. Sometimes I'm known for screwing up the screen really badly, so I'm hoping this is not one of those times. Okay, wow. I'm gonna have to wait another cycle after that. And sometimes you can run into that spike just to add insult to injury. This set of screens here is not too bad, but this is really the first introduction to what Deadeye is known for, which is, like he said before, the ability to climb up walls. This is actually the fastest way of dealing with those screens. Also, you have a set period of time to get through those screens because the lights start going out. And yeah, Blinky's able to get underneath those things. Those things are a one-hit kill if you end up getting sucked under them. You're supposed to use those platforms to get above, or to jump over them, but you can actually just, as long as you keep jumping constantly as you're going under them, you won't drown out at the bottom of the screen. And that's salvage chute. Now we are onto Magma Tanker. This is a very tough level. Very tough jumps, especially at the beginning here. Good. Didn't die on that screen. That's pretty nice. This screen's a little finicky. We made it, though. This screen is very long, so the chances of me dying at some point could be pretty high. As long as I, however, do things the same way, I should be okay. Nope. We're waiting a cycle. Oh my god, I missed that jump. Ah, that's not good. Alright. Let's do that again. Yeah, you have to have a certain amount of quickness to get through this screen, or these lasers. Sorry, I'm just gonna not talk here for a moment. Okay, good. We made it through that screen. That screen is very, very scary. Oh, we got it! Nice! Okay, that is very tough to get that spot. And just like the bugs in the previous level, these robots are completely indestructible. The only answer is to jump over them. So, you're kind of forced to either wait on them or try to jump over them. And here is once again where Deadeye is really going to see a lot of the use. I'm going to try to switch to Blinky here. Okay. Oops. Well, I should have just stuck with Deadeye. Now I want Bucky to try and clear out these enemies. This screen, these set of screens here are pretty disorienting. But once you kind of get the hang of them, they're easy enough. Again, we're going to utilize a lot of Blinky's high jump here. And here we want to wait. And wait one more cycle. Switch to Willy. Try to kill these two. Nice. That was very clean. Alright, now Deadeye is pretty much the go-to for the remainder of this level. Okay, I might get trolled here. Yep. Oh, nope. Usually if I don't see those things spawn early, it usually means they're gonna spawn pretty much at the very end and then block me off from safety. Alright, we're gonna actually make it through this section without dying. That's incredible. Alright. And there's the only use of Willy's charged up laser. You're not seeing that move ever again. And, yeah, you want to deal with those, laser things. Uh-oh. I think I'm gonna get trolled here. Yep. Okay, I'm gonna just do a little bit of damage. Oh, I probably could have went for it. Alright, come on. Come on. Okay. That fight can be very random, at times. I think it depends on how fast you actually kill off the guns, the laser turrets or whatever. The missile things. Okay, that was Magma Tanker. Now we're on to the last level of the game. I mentioned Willy was going to eventually see his usefulness come into play. It is this level right here. So this is pretty much entirely an auto-scroller. So there's going to be no, use of powers being used, no wall climbing, no nothing. No use of the energy ball, so Jenny is basically useless in this mission now, but that's fine. She's had her time. It is now Willy's time. And the reason why it is Willy's time is because everybody does 1 damage except for Jenny and Willy. However, Willy has the ability or has the special attribute of a penetrating laser. And this penetrating laser allows his attacks to go straight through enemies, which for anything that does not die in a single hit, means that you have the ability to do double damage based on certain aspects. And this especially comes into play in the final bosses of this game, of which there are 3 of them. But not to be outdone, we're going to see a fair bit of Deadeye as well, who also didn't get as much of a time to shine, especially in the early game. You're also going to notice I'm going to be hanging kind of closer to the right side of the screen. This looks very scary, probably to most people, but this actually slows the bullets down the closer you are to the right side of the screen. And thus, at least in my opinion, it makes that part so much easier and less stressful to deal with. So we've gotten past the first checkpoint. That was probably the scariest part of the level itself, was that section with all the jets and the bullets and whatnot. And then you have this section, which really is no harder than it is on normal. And now we're going to speed things up, which honestly is not going to make this level any more difficult either. And you will also see the use of Bucky at times as well, because he gets the ability to shoot backwards in this game. So some of these guys actually have, like, usefulness, or some uses throughout parts of this. You'll even see Blinky at one point, but now we're on to our first boss. This is the fight that probably scares me the most of the entire bunch. This phase here seems simple enough, but the last phase that he has, he's a humongous troll, and you can sometimes corner yourself unnecessarily and put yourself in a very terrible spot. I almost died there. And you can see right there, despite my opportunity to kill him, he immediately responded by taking away that option. And I was not ready to get away from him in time. So this is why now it's very likely we're going over 30 minutes, which is kind of bad for this game, but you know, it is what it is. Anytime I die, I have to be sent back, and dying in this level is very, very costly. Like, we're talking probably at least a minute of time I'm going to lose. Alright, let's see what's going to happen this time. I'm going to try to be as safe as I possibly can. Try to at least account for what this guy's going to do. I don't want to corner myself. That's the absolute worst thing I can do against this guy. That actually is an example of what I shouldn't be doing right now. There we go. Okay. Alright, so we're past the worst of the fights. But not to be outdone, the next fight has a specific quick kill. If I miss this quick kill, I'm forced to take a death because it's very unlikely I'm going to survive what happens after. And I want to start with Bucky here, because like I said, he shoots backwards. And this allows me to attack this first turret here. There's 4 turrets. You might not be able to see them yet, but you'll see them in a moment here. Just slowly climb up. Oh god, that was close. Okay. I was kind of worried I was going to die there. Alright, so we're past the turrets. Now comes the quick killing part. I want to try to use double damage here. Oh my god, okay. I did that totally wrong. Okay. Alright, we'll try that again. I'll try and be a little slower to getting to the spot I want to get to. Maybe hold. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm trying not to swear, but this game is very, very stressful sometimes. Alright. Take it slow. Take it slow. Bait out those Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna kill this guy in time, but we'll find out. We did not kill him in time. So I was not in the correct position to do double damage here. So this level is going exactly like I expected it to, which is kind of unfortunate. But thankfully, at least it's very likely we're gonna at least meet the estimate. Alright, let's try again. I've been able to kill that second turret yet. Alright, come on. Okay, I think nope. I do not have the spot. I'm probably gonna miss this one too. Oh my god. I'm not getting the spot I want. You'll notice when you have double damage just from the distinct flashing, it's kind of hard to tell because unfortunately the stream is being captured at 30 frames a second. If it was captured at 60, you probably may be able to notice a distinct amount of flashing. But I pretty much knew I was not in the correct spot, pretty much right from the start. Well, not right from the start. If I notice it right from the start, usually I'm able to be fast enough to respond to it. Alright, we got it this time. Okay, we're gonna make it under estimate. Jesus Christ. Unreal. Okay, so that was the second last fight. Now we have one more fight. He's not as bad, especially because even if I die on him, I immediately just get taken right back to the very beginning of the fight. And, well, you can damage him pretty much right from the get-go. This mostly is a fight where I'm going to be utilizing a lot of Bucky and a lot of Willie here. You can do double damage to this guy as long as he is moving... God. As long as he's moving right. But of course, I need to use Bucky at times just so I can prioritize damage. Damn. When I can't actually hit him with Willie. He's probably gonna get... Okay. Let's take it safe. Alright. That was an absolute beatdown. About what I expected. So, wow. That is over 7 minutes slower than my personal best, which is not something to be proud of, but it is hard mode. So I guess that's kind of what you expect coming in. But that is Bucky O'Hare. That was probably the run I was most concerned about coming into this marathon. And, well, I shouldn't say the next one I'm doing is about as stressful, because that's not true, but